Hey, Riley.
Hi.
Just want to get your thoughts on your progression you made since joining Angel City. You joined as a non-roster invitee, is that correct?
Yes.
How did you see that process go, and how did it feel for you to score the winning goal today?
Yeah, I think at first it was definitely intimidating. Once I got here, I knew that I had to show how much I can do every day at practice and training. Every day was a tryout, so I just put my best foot forward and did what I can do and got the spot. Yeah, I mean, that was a dream come true, honestly. We talk a lot about in training, like getting in the box and winning those first and second balls, and I think we did that really well today, and it showed. And I know that when Claire gets the ball, she's playing it in the box and right place, right time, connected to my head and went in.
Hi, I'm for Kennedy. Just we've seen you take kind of a step up this season already, and playing a much more forceful role with this club. Can you talk a little bit about your evolution and your confidence as you've gone into this season?
Yeah, I think rookie season's difficult for everybody. It's new. You come into a new environment with new people, and as a 17-year-old, it's difficult. But I think being able to have the support from first season didn't go how we wanted, but second season to be able to come in and do it with like some of my best friends, and to be able to do it with some of the newer players is so fun, and like we're enjoying it, and that's I think one of the biggest differences is I think being able to see everybody with a smile on the face after a game is so fun and it's so good to see.
This question is for you, Kennedy. Can you just walk through what you saw on that assist for Alyssa's goal, and just talking about being, having goal involvement in, the first 3 matches?
Yeah, I think I've really been working on my relationship with Alyssa. I think she has an eye for the goal, and when she sees red, it's the goal. And so my job as a 10 is to figure out how I can be the most dangerous. And if Alyssa's in the right spot, and I'm going to play that ball. And she's been in the right spot a bunch of times. And so that from last season to be able to miss a lot and then to be able to find her has been really happy. It made me happy, but I know Alyssa too. But I think to be able to do that and put it there for her and for her to do her thing and finish is my job, and that's what I'm going to hope to do the rest of the season.
How does being like one of hi I'm Charlie, I'm with Kids Scoop Media, and how does being one of the younger teams in the league like affect you guys as like a team in general, if that makes sense?
Yeah, I think for me, being a rookie, I was definitely intimidated the first 2 games playing in front of a huge crowd, and I think this game I was able to like let the pressure fall off a little bit, and I was able to find myself and be a little bit calmer on the ball and just keep the ball. And I think everyone came out today and just everyone did so well. So I think when that happens, it's the most fun thing ever. I think obviously no one likes losing, but winning together is what we practice for and train for. So when you get the result, that's all you can ask for, really.
Yeah, and I think being able to, we have a little bit of a group. We have kind of a split between like veterans, more experienced players, and then we have younger players, Alyssa, Giselle, like our rookies, me, Savvy, like we have a bunch, Casey, like younger players. And so being able to kind of bounce ideas off of each other and kind of come from the same place, because we don't know everything. And I think being able to bounce, like Alyssa has a little bit more experience than some of us. And so being able to bounce ideas off with a little age gap is a lot easier for us.
Question here for Riley. Great game, great goal. Just wondering who your inspiration is or who you model your game after.
Yeah, I would have to say my sister. She paved the way for me, honestly. I grew up watching her play since I was a little girl, and to just have my entire career like paved for me. I got to be exposed to such high-level soccer at such a young age, and I went to all of her college games and all of her professional games as well. So just having that built-in role model was like the biggest blessing ever, and not everyone has that advantage. So, and she's still my biggest fan to this day. I talk to her every day, and she keeps me motivated and tells me to keep my head up when things are down, and yeah, she's the best.
All right, last question and one follow-up, and we'll close it out.
This could be for both Riley and Kennedy. You guys set the tone early at the start of the game and at the second half. What adjustments did you see this team make to pick up your first win of the season?
Yeah, I think based off the last two games, the one thing we wanted to focus on was first and second balls. It's like a main factor of the game, and I think sometimes it can be overlooked, but that's a majority of possession of the game is first and second balls. And I think today we were very aggressive, and I think we really focused in on that, and we saw it show in the result, and I think it went really well for us.
Yeah, I agree. I think first and second balls was a huge emphasis, and then I think for a lot of us just to go out there and be ourselves and play and have fun. And I think you saw that a lot on the field. A lot of us, Alyssa was taking 1v1s and killing it, and then Claire was whipping in her balls, and Rye scoring some unbelievable goals, and our backline, Ange, kind of really keeping the ball for us and dictating play. Alana and Zell winning first and second balls, and I think being able to do that is huge. And we killed it. We did our jobs, and we did our individual jobs, and ultimately we got our first win.
Yeah.
Just one more for Riley. Oh, me? Right, one more. What's the biggest adjustment you've had to make so far, transitioning from college to pro?
Yeah, I think in college I was a winger, so a little bit of adjustment there. I'm playing the 9 now. But I think the biggest adjustment is just everyone's so good, and I think being able to adjust my game to make as much of an impact as I can on and off the ball. I think a lot of the times making those runs even when I don't get the ball is really important, especially as the 9, to stretch their defense and get space for our outside players who are so well at 1v1s. So I think just staying confident and playing the way that I know how to play, because it can be such an intimidating league. Everyone's so talented. So I would just say remaining confident and playing like myself.
All right, thank you very much.
Everyone, please give it up. Riley just had her first professional goal.
Yeah.
I'll be back with,
Yay.
When you brought in Riley, what did you think when you guys brought her in as an invitee, and how did she stand out to where you put her in the starting lineup?
I can't take responsibility for that. I wasn't at the club when they brought in Hannah and Riley and Hodgie. I say the staff, Mark Wilson, Illyri, Oliver, and Mikkel, those guys have done an amazing job of scouting the type of person that the club wanted, and also the type of profile. So I wasn't involved in her coming in. But to answer the second part of your question, she just kept turning up in training every single day. Every time we were reflecting on training sessions and we were showing video clips for players, she was in all the clips. So after a few days, I was like, shit, we've got to stop showing clips because she's in every single one because I don't have a contract yet. So, yeah, and then, of course, I mean, I've got a lot of experience in the league, so I've seen that happen before with college players coming in. They tend to fade after a couple of weeks. She got stronger and stronger and stronger. And, yeah, I mean, top performance for her. Started slow in the game, and then when she started to be a bit more dynamic without the ball, started to make contact and get physical, and she played herself into the game with the ball, and great header. Really good header. Yeah.
Hi, Sam. 3 games in.
Yeah.
In which ways do you think you have progressed over these 3 games? In which ways do you want to progress further?
Well, look, that's the minimum standard. I think part of that performance has been coming for the last couple of games. I may not have seen that, but the performances that we were seeing and the mentality in pre-season against NWSL teams, it was there. There were flashes of it there. Today, we put a lot of really, really good things together. I think the first half performance, had we played a little bit quicker and cleaner, I think we could have scored a few more goals. But really, really positive performance from the group. A lot of control, really, really good energy with and without the ball. A absolutely horrific penalty given against us. Normally, coaches only complain about that when they lose the game, but that's one of the worst decisions I've seen in the league. And I was really, really proud of the group for not. It's easy, goals change games, it changes momentum, they change the flow, and the players reacted to that goal and that decision very positively, and grew stronger from it. So really, really proud of their psychological performance after conceding that goal.
And in terms of what you'd like to see that perhaps they're not seeing yet, or that you'd like to see better?
More goals. I think today was a day we should have had more goals and finished the game off early. But coaches are greedy, aren't they? We want more high percentage chances. I mean, look, that was a very positive performance, but that's the foundation. This young energetic team has got enormous growth and enormous potential. And my job, and the staff's job, and the players, it's a collective responsibility to get this team to the standard that they're capable.
Hey Sam, congratulations on the win. I just wanted to ask a bit more about the progress of the defense you've seen, especially that back line and with Angelina. After last season, what's been the focus there? What are the areas you've seen in terms of improvement? And then same thing, what are you looking to see them do better?
That's the biggest thing, I suppose, for that. Certainly for Angelina, to answer the party question, just giving her the confidence. And it's easy to say that you're going to back somebody and you're going to be number one. But then when shit hits the fan and a person makes a mistake, you've got to be there for them. You've got to surround you. You've got to put your arms around them and support them. So myself, the club, we are extremely invested in the younger players. And we understand that there's going to be growing pains along the way, but we see the potential in the group, individually and collectively. And our job is to have that mentality, that approach, and trust the process. These young players are going to be phenomenal players in this league. And then defensively, I think we're not anywhere near where we could be from a backline perspective. I don't think the players in that backline, the players that started and the players that weren't here today, I think they would agree there's a lot more work to be done. But that's because we're not going to settle. We know what the level is. I know what the level is in this league for that department in the field especially. And it's good, but not quite good enough yet. And we'll keep chasing the perfect performance.
Any other questions? Amy, you have a follow-up?
Several.
Go for it.
Somebody going?
Go ahead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, and then we'll do the follow-up, and then we'll call it.
I noticed during the second half, the team was playing a lot more aggressively. And what made you make that choice to have them play like that, if that makes sense?
Well, the needs of the game, the demands of the game. We didn't do enough of that against San Diego. Didn't do enough of the, first balls are important, but second balls are becoming increasingly more important than winning first balls. We were not very good against San Diego at moments in the game. When we did win second balls against San Diego, we were in control. When we won second balls against Portland, we were in control, and that allowed our football to come out and our ideas. Nothing I said at halftime. The three things that I mentioned at halftime were about, it's good but not good enough. I need to be cleaner in a particular area of the field, and then we've got to be ruthless. When they're on the ropes, we've got to score and we've got to knock them out. And Riley came out at a perfect time with that header. Why did we come out? I'm not sure. I think just the mentality of the group, mentality of the players. Nobody's coming to this field, nobody's coming to this stadium, and having a comfortable game. And I don't have to say that to them. That's inbred.
All right, last question. Go ahead, Amy.
Yes, Sam. Just a lineup question. You move Katie into the starting lineup in midfield and move Macy to the bench. What you're thinking there, and how did you see that?
Different.
Move?
I knew it was going to be a really tactical game against Seattle. Obviously, I've spent some of the best parts of my career with Laura. I knew it was going to be a tactical game. I knew that we needed probably a little bit more experience in the midfield today, deeper, to deal with how they were going to press and how we were going to solve the problem of their pressure. I thought Zell and Alana Kennedy did a brilliant job, and also Kennedy Fuller did a great job of executing the game plan for how we were going to use their press to our advantage. And just thought that Zell had the tools and the experience today for us to play that type of game, and thought she did great.